What's going on, fam? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray, and I'm back with another CHH Today. And this is the What Happened series. And last week I did a What Happened to Collision Records. So the week before, I did a What Happened series on Flame with a suggestion for one of my subscribers. And now I am doing a What Happened to Reconcile. If you follow Christian hip hop, and you've been following Christian hip hop for a while, Reconcile has been a name that's been buzzing in Christian hip hop. I think 2012, 2013, he was buzzing and he kind of fell off, and I kind of want to talk about what happened to Reconcile. Now, Ronald Stevens Leonard Jr., also known as Ronnie, he goes by the stage name Reconcile. He's an American hip hop artist, recording artist. Reconcile gained notoriety after releasing a free project entitled Abandoned Hope in 2012 on Full Ride Music, a label founded by rapper Thizzle. His second album, Sacrifice, was released in 2014 on the Frontline Movement label. Sacrifice was his first album to chart on the Billboard charts. Reconcile signed a production contract with Street Sympathy's Track or Die production label in 2015. His follow-up release, Catching Bodies, was released on September 18, 2015. And like I said, he was born and raised in Florida, Fort Myers. He stays in Miami right now with his wife. And I'm talking about, the man was going crazy. He actually played football. In high school, got to play at Rice. And he just sustained an injury that in his football career. But the man is smart. He triple majored in religious science, philosophy, and sociology. And then it's crazy, man. I think that this man's career has been crazy. He's been linked to Corey Paul. If you remember him, Corey Paul was like, they was Frontline. Reconcile and Corey Paul was really doing crazy things. And like I said, man, Sacrifice, it was number 21 on the U.S. Christian charts. It was number 7 on the U.S. gospel charts. It was number 20 on the hip hop rap charts. And then his Catching Bodies EP, which was released by Track or Die, was number 30 on the Christian charts, number 35 on the gospel charts. That's kind of funny, because I thought the gospel, they took us off the charts in 15. So, and then it was some heavy slowdown. Like I said, in 2017, his Streets Don't Love You album didn't really do what it should have done. It didn't really progress. It was just like it was very controversial. Not controversial in the sense of controversy, but like, Reconcile is raw. He's from the streets. He has a gutter sound. So after 17, he has released no projects. That's within 2 years. So he released 3 singles. He released a few singles since 17. In 18 he released Bloody, and that was the only single he released the whole year. And 2019, Begged Forgiveness, and he's been ultimately quiet. And what I think will happen, I think life happens. Reconcile, he just stayed quiet. He was doing a show. The last show that I seen him do, he did one in Columbia, South Carolina, that was local in my market, but he was just really quiet. And I'm just curious to see, hey man, sometimes life happens to people and they have to take a step back and really look and reflect what they're particularly doing, because it's not a whole lot of money in Christian hip hop. And like I said, he was signed to Street Sympathy's Track or Die, so his trajectory was going up. But I want to think that, hey, because of the hiatus, because of not having a whole lot of money, like he talks about in his songs, that he didn't really have a whole lot, like he was struggling. And I think that does get to people sometimes. And I always wondered, like, with people like Reconcile, man, with people like with Collision Records, is you have a level of success, but you can't sustain it. And some people, they're not good at sustaining it as an independent artist. And I'm glad that Reconcile is still making music. I'm glad that he's still speaking for the streets, but I just really wish, and I really pray that it could be consistent, because a lot of these artists, man, they make pretty dope music. Like I said, he has a single that he just put out, I think last month, and I think that he's doing shows again now. He's more active on social media, but it was like a good year and a half time frame where he didn't really do any music. So a lot of these artists are not very vocal as far as what happened or very public. So it just had to have speculation. I think that just life it was a lot. So he kind of took a step back, and sometimes it needs to be that. But do you think that this is going to be a great year from Reconcile? He just put out a single. Is there a project on the way? It's his first project ever since The Streets Don't Love You. I think he was going on the Streets Don't Love You tour, I think that same time, but I don't know if it fell through. I don't know what happened to the tour, but please let me know what you think about Reconcile. And hey, if you got any more information on Reconcile, please leave it on the comment section below. Like, I'm a fan just like you are a fan, and it's kind of hard to find out information about this artist, especially when they're so private with their information. And again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, and please don't forget all three. Lucky Murray back with another CHH Today and Reconcile. What had happened to Reconcile? He's still making music. He took a brief hiatus, but he's back. But until next time, people.